Legion of Superheroes issue 11 heads to New Krypton, where Lor-Zod continues to play with his grandchildren as the Legion members unpack the idea that Mon-El has many children. Suddenly, the planet is besieged by Rogol-Zar and his dragon armies. The dragon destroys many of the buildings in the city as Rogol attacks the Legion members, killing Wildfire and Lor-Zod with a single swing of his axe. On Xanthu, Superboy, Saturn Girl and Dr. Fate arrive, finding what they think is Mordru's abandoned cave. Dr. Fate enhances their shields with magic just in case of traps as John discovers his father's original cape amongst the cave's litter. The unknowing heroes wonder why Mordru would have Superman's cape as Dr. Fate wants to study the cape with spells to determine if it's the real deal. Suddenly Fate is killed as on Rimbor, Ultra Boy delivers a speech to his people, accepting their decision to be his planet's leader, knowing the chair he inherits from his father is covered in controversy and blood. So he plans on changing it, dismantling the War Council and calling for fair and free elections on Rimbor. The people think that he is ruining everything as some rush him, but Ultra Boy easily takes them down, adjourning the council meeting. Dawnstar is impressed with how he handled the situation, finding his firm but fair ruling very impressive. On Earth, Computer and Dream Girl teach some of the young children about Kamandi when Triplet Girl comes to the class. The three heroes want to talk with Dream Girl about the Great Darkness since they cannot sleep and haven't since learning about it. Dream Girl knows that they have had a nightmare or vision of the Great Darkness, and the Blue Triplicate Girl reveals that she did have a nightmare, seeing the darkness but not wanting to tell her sisters since she feared they may think she was broken, seeing as dreaming is not something their people can usually do. Dream Girl learns how the Karg sisters work and how they share one consciousness, allowing them all to combine their experiences. As the Blue Triplicate Girl tries to understand what she saw in the darkness, Computer alerts them to New Krypton being attacked. In the lower levels of Daxam, Rose, Block, Ayla and Rock head into the dingy bar, grabbing a table as they wait for Rose's contact. While they wait, the team talk about Rose, who they learn is over 1,000 years old, knowing that because of it, she was part of the Age of Heroes. Block thinks the woman was Black Canary, but Rose says that back in the day, they called her Rose and Thorn, and back then, it really did feel like an Age of Heroes, during the actual Age of Heroes, not like it is now since it feels different. Ayla asks who Thorn is, learning that it's someone Rose hasn't had to deal with in hundreds of years, reassuring the young heroes that Thorn isn't the one they are meeting, but they are meeting a woman who can tell them about the Horaz and where they are hiding. Suddenly, Ayla calls the Legion into action as Mordru arrives, attacking the young group with his Horaz soldiers. Rock tells Brainiac and Computer that they are under attack on Daxam, but Mordru says that he needs them all alive, using his magic to teleport Block into deep space. Rose is injured by the villain's magic, causing Thorn to bubble to the surface for the first time in over 100 years. In the chaos, Mordru manages to capture Cosmic Boy, intending on making his escape as the enraged Thorn attacks the magician, thrown away by the powerful sorcerer. Mordru escapes, making his Horaz soldiers realize that they were betrayed, but it's too late as Thorn kills them all with their own weapons. Back on Earth, Brainiac 5 and White Witch meet with Gold Lantern, hoping the Lantern will allow them to analyze his power ring. The hero asks what's wrong, asked by Brainiac 5 if he knows where his power comes from, but the hero just thinks it's his willpower, and it's all about focus. Lantern wants to maybe ask the ring how it works, but Brainiac knows that might alert the Elders of Oa to their concerns, which he doesn't want happening. Before they can study the ring, however, Computer calls for a full Legion alert, showing Brainiac all the attacks that have happened, with Ultra Boy overthrowing Rimbor, New Krypton being attacked, Dr. Fate being killed, and Cosmic Boy being kidnapped by Mordru. Brainiac calls all Legion members to Krypton as Superboy says that he and Imra can get there as fast as they can. Legion members all teleport to New Krypton as Superboy and Saturn Girl race to the planet, finding it on fire. Imra tells John that he needs to turn back since it's not safe for him, but it's too late as Superboy comes face to face with Rogol-Zar, who says that he has waited a very long time to see the boy again. Legion of Superheroes issue 11 begins tying everything together for an explosive finale next issue as chaos strikes the Legion in multiple places, throwing the entire team into disarray. I really love the chaos here and how the Legion didn't know how to properly react to all of these things hitting them at once, since who the hell really would? Ultra Boy's story continues to be really damn cool, and I love seeing him trying to to change the planet that doesn't want to be changed, which in turn paints him as some sort of despotic villain, making him fall unknowingly into his father's footsteps. And the pages there with him giving that speech were really great and kind of mirrored Hitler's speeches in early Nazi Germany, especially the way they framed Ultra Boy gripping the podium and sort of raising his fists and everything. It was quite cool that he was unknowingly doing that. Rogol-Zar coming back and bodying about a dozen Legion members right out of the gate was really unexpected, especially with the death of someone like Wildfire and even Dr. Fate. And I'm looking forward to the final confrontation between him and Superboy in the final issue. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10.